Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got some breaking news today. It looks like Amber Heard's attorney, Roberta Kaplan, has recused herself from the defamation case that Johnny Depp has filed against Amber. As of the day of filming, Roberta Kaplan has yet to release a formal statement surrounding the issue. Hi guys, it's editing me. So apparently there is such a thing as being too efficient, because after I filmed this video, an update was released around 3 hours later with an official statement from Amber's ex-attorneys. So it's not just Roberta Kaplan, and according to The Blast, Amber has endorsed the decision, so she's completely on board, apparently. Now, the official reason that the lawyers have put out is apparently due to travel and logistics. So a spokesperson for Roberta Kaplan's law firm stated that we believe Amber and we believe in Amber. We have been proud to serve as Amber's counsel. In the strange and unexpected circumstances of today's world, as travel and logistics have become more costly in the light of the pandemic, we understand the decision to move the case to local Virginia-based trial counsel. So apparently Amber has already retained a local Virginia-based lawyer, and that is the official reason that they have put out. Johnny Depp's attorney, Adam Waldman, is not convinced. So just a heads up, in the video, if I do state that I'm speculating about the reasons, I speculated without the knowledge of this statement because it hadn't been released yet. But I think you can still take these speculations into account if you don't buy the official story. All right, back to the video. So I don't know much about Roberta Kaplan, and what I do know has been through this article on medium.com. Apparently, Amber Heard is not the first questionable client that she's had. She has previously worked with the likes of Harvey Weinstein and Jussie Smollett. So I don't know if it's just bad luck on her part or she just tends to gravitate towards more questionable clients, but she's dropped out. Now, the purpose of this video isn't just to report on this. As a lawyer, the first thing that my mind went to is the code of conduct that we are bound by that stipulate when lawyers can withdraw from a case. Because believe it or not, you can't just drop a case whenever you want to, because of course you have a client and their interests to consider. And let's remember, this isn't just about Amber Heard. There are clients out there that can obviously be severely disadvantaged if their lawyer suddenly decides to drop their case. So this is very strictly regulated by the code of ethics that we are bound by. I've stated before that I'm not an American lawyer. I haven't studied there, haven't been admitted as a lawyer in the States. So if you're a practicing lawyer in the States, forgive me if I say something that's wrong or inaccurate, and I do welcome you to correct me in the comments if required. So I went ahead and found the ethics code for barristers in the United States. It's called the Model Rules of Professional Conduct. I will link it down below if you're interested in perusing it, and I found it on the American Bar Association website. And I will say that it is extremely similar to the code of ethics or the rules that I am bound by. The relevant rule here is Rule 1.16. Declining or terminating representation. So generally there are 3 situations in which a lawyer can withdraw themselves from a case. The first one is if, by representing the client, the lawyer will be in violation of the rules of professional conduct or any other law. Secondly, the lawyer's physical or mental condition materially impairs the lawyer's ability to represent the client. Or third, the lawyer is discharged, which means that the client has terminated the lawyer's retainer and they do not wish to be represented by that lawyer any longer. Subsection B goes on to state that a lawyer may withdraw from representing a client if the withdrawal can be accomplished without material adverse effect on the interests of the client persists in a course of action involving the lawyer's services that the lawyer reasonably believes is criminal or fraudulent, the client has used the lawyer's services to perpetrate a crime or fraud, the client insists upon taking action that the lawyer considers repugnant or with which the lawyer has a fundamental disagreement, the client fails substantially to fulfill an obligation to the lawyer regarding the lawyer's services, the representation will result in an unreasonable financial burden on the lawyer, or has been rendered unreasonably difficult by the client, or other good cause for withdrawal exists. Because Roberta hasn't released an official statement yet as of the day of filming. I can only speculate as to why she has withdrawn herself from the case. But again, because of these rules, she was only able to recuse herself because of one of these reasons that I've just read out to you. Because of the people that she's represented in the past, and I'm sure you know exactly who I'm talking about, Harvey Weinstein, I don't think this woman has particular problems with representing guilty clients, right? So I think what matters for her is her belief that she can potentially win a case, not whether her client is innocent or guilty, which is unfortunately very common in my profession, because if lawyers refuse to represent guilty clients, they pretty much would be out of a job. Let's face it. Unless you're a prosecutor, you are most likely a defense attorney, and you will sometimes come across clients that are guilty. You can be picky if you can afford to. So yeah, that's it. The purpose of this video was to make you guys aware that it's actually not as simple as it sounds. When a lawyer withdraws from a case, they're bound by rules. There has to be a good reason to do so. If the trial date is looming closer, or if the trial has already begun, then there really needs to be a good reason as to why the lawyer wants to excuse themselves and not be involved with the case any longer. Personally, I think what's going on is Roberta's realizing how much there is against Amber, and she doesn't want to lose the case and ruin her reputation by continuing to associate herself with Amber, because let's face it, Amber is quickly becoming a liability, not just in Hollywood, but in the Me Too movement. Time's up. The truth is coming out, and it's not on her side. So I think Roberta is, just as the article on medium.com said, is jumping ship because it's a sinking ship. It's a very interesting development in this case. The next video, by the way, which I'm going to be filming immediately after this one, so I'm still going to be wearing the same Snow White hoodie, is an update on Amber Heard's makeup artist, Melanie Iglesias, and her motion to quash the order that compels her to give testimony in the libel case that Johnny has filed in the UK against News Group, or the Sun newspapers. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to be uploading it within 24 hours just to space things out. Don't forget to let me know what you think. Do you think this is a good sign for Johnny? Is this a sign that his case against her is so strong that her own lawyer has abandoned her? Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video.